Alright, welcome to the Vertical Endeavors training update, moving to electronic punch cards. Now, what we've done in the past is ringing up a punch card and then having a paper physical punch card that we give out to the customers, logging it in the punch card log with a till number and the date purchased. What we're going to do now is we're going to actually be using electronic punch cards that are attached in RGP Pro to a customer's account. Previously, the biggest benefit to having paper punch cards was that you could share them with friends, but with the way that electronic punch cards are laid out in RGP Pro, we're actually going to be able to do that with the electronic punch cards as well. So first thing we're going to do when you're ringing up a 10-visit punch card, it's not going to let you ring it up as anonymous anymore. What you're going to have to do is ring it up with a customer. So we're actually going to use McTesterson Sr. over here. He's buying a punch card. And so when somebody buys a punch card, we still have to update their account. So we're going to ring this through his cash. And now in the data entry screen, when we go to this person's profile or from the check-in screen, because they'll likely have checked in for the day, we're going to update the customer so that we're updating the membership type to a punch card, the customer subtype to a punch card, and then over here on the punch card screen, we're going to go to an electronic scan card. Now what we can do is we can actually give these people membership key fobs so that when they scan in on their own, it'll automatically deduct a punch. Or we can continue to check them in at the front counter just by typing in their name, and as soon as they are checked in on the check-in screen, again, it'll deduct an electronic punch. So since they just bought a 10-visit punch card, we're going to add 10 punches. And those punches now show up right here in the balance. Now when we go to check that person in, and then if we go back into their profile, you can see under punches that it deducted one for the check-in for today. Now the other thing we can do is we can attach people, and I'm going to delete this check-in that I was doing earlier. We can attach people to somebody else's punch card. So if we wanted Junior to get attached, now I created this problem, but you can see that in the VE Minneapolis server right here, we have the child, but their parent is in the St. Paul server database over here. So we're not going to be able to attach them to each other because they're in different server groups. So what we have to do is we actually have to change which server the kid is in, just like we would have to do when connecting people for a family EFT or something like that. We have to have them on the same server to have them connected to the same account. So we're going to go over here to Advanced. We're going to transfer the customer. And we're going to transfer them over to St. Paul. Yes. Now when we go into this account, we can set them up on their parents' punch card. So anytime this child checks in, they would still have everything deducted from the parents' punch card that they just purchased. So we're going to again change the membership type to punch card, change the subtype to punch card. In the punch card tab, instead of clicking electronic scan card, which would give them a card of their own, we're going to add additional scan card and then select customer, attach to the parent, and it'll even show you how many punches are left. Now on the check-in screen, when we check in Junior, you can actually go into the parent's punch card and you can see that on this check-in date, there's one check-in for the parent that took away a punch and one check-in for the kid that took away a punch. Now, let's say that we don't have someone that's attached, but they just brought in a friend for the day. So they're bringing in, let's see, Luke. Actually, I'm going to delete this check-in real quick, because what we want to press is actually share punch right here. So I press share punch, type in my password, and it's going to go from the punch holder right here for the customer Luke. So now if we go back and look at this punch card, you can see that we had a check-in for the parent, a check-in for the kid, and then there was one that was shared with Luke on this same date. So they've now used 3 punches on their punch card, and they have 7 remaining.